For this week's creative assignment, I decided to select disco out of the 3 styles focused on this week. And after doing some research on disco, I have come to learn that a lot more thought was put into that genre of music than I had initially thought before. I think that disco contributed to a lot of stuff within the music community, but I think that it contributed to the rise of a marginalized population by making people feel welcomed with the songs that they produced. I think that this genre helped certain marginalized groups express themselves in ways that they probably couldn't before, or they weren't able to before, because they were scared of being judged for who they were. I think that it gave those certain groups a voice within their community and the normal community that they weren't necessarily accepted into. It probably made them feel accepted and made them feel comfortable to act how they wanted to act and how comfortable they were acting in that sense, and not be judged for who they are, basically. And I also think that it provided a home for those people, knowing that it kind of helped with the rise of that population. And in the end, music is music. Some people may not like it, or it might help, or it might be made for a certain group, but in the end, music makes certain people feel a way, and if disco made people feel that way, then that's how they coped with it during that time. And I think that disco was able to make a statement when it first rose to fame for that era. It invented a lot of new things in the realm of music. It invited a bunch of different ways to produce music. I think that even to this day, that even though disco may not be a super popular genre anymore, or not a lot of artists will make disco songs anymore like they did back then within like the 80s and 90s maybe, I still think that it helps change the way some people are viewed within society, and it still helps basically change the world from how we may view certain people and help them feel like they are accepted within a normal society and they're able to act how they want to act and not be judged for it. And for this discussion, for this creative assignment, I chose a song that not only represented disco, but also funk and soul, so all 3 of them. And it was the song September by Earth, Wind & Fire. Very popular song. Most people know it. I think everyone may know it. Probably not by name, but you know the song if you hear it. Within the song, I think that all the instruments incorporated, it helped it become as popular as it is, as well as the catchy feeling that you get from it. And after listening to it, I realized that, or I come to find out that the songs, it's mostly staccato notes, and that kind of gives it its simple, energetic feel and a way to dance along to it. It's easy to get up and dance to it. But I also think that the addition of the guitar, the bass, the keyboards, and the trumpets, the brass instruments, and the sing-along melody, I think that's also what helped it give it its energetic feel. And after even listening to it, you kind of already feel like you start moving and so you want to sing along to it. And I think that I feel like that song kind of supports my opinions in a way, because like I said before, music is music. It brings together people that you might not necessarily see together in a public scene, but it brings them together because that's what music does. it brings together the unlikeliest of people, and it creates, I want to say, harmony in a way, or like it helps people forget that they're not the only ones in the world, that there's other people, and it brings them together for one common thing, and that's for music. And I think that's what September does, because it's a very popular song. A lot of people know it. And when you hear it, you just get up and dance, and you could be dancing with someone you may not even know, and you just get into it, and you kind of forget everything in the world. So I think that disco and funk and soul kind of changed the way that a lot of people see music, and I think it changed the way a lot of people might view another group of people. But yeah, that's all.